Ay, ay. Look, I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach. Gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot when they really more like quarter on me like a referee? Hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, shorty shaped like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lame whip, but you a broke. Low class, no cash, certified lame. I've been getting to it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought two. Understand why your chick came, I'm just trying to figure why she brought you. I'm really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell them I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, ain't could tell us we great. Looking at like how do you figure unless you could talk about 8 figures. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look how we litty, we turned up the city, we raising the bar height. I been finessing, just look at them stressing, yeah, they been up all night. Sipping this water with somebody's daughter, she take what I taught her and build on it. Came in this game on that today, ain't in a couple years later, we still on it. Be hating on it, be waiting on it like a new season. I bet an acre on it, I put some paper on it like I'm loose leafing. Buying them assets, build me a cash net I could fall in. Look at my last bet, ain't got a tiptoe, I'm all in. Think on a level that can't fail, and I roll me a J with the hate mail. Been doing good on the merch sale, all this bread on me look like a bake sale. Tell her your was really good, I be really good on a jaw jack. Send an email about the bread, I'ma hit you back with the call back. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be.
Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra, extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra, extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra, extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra, extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it.
Look, mile like 3-6 pulled up, ski trip, cold winter. All my eating good, I remember when we had no dinner. West side, east side, no side, both sides with me. Check, coming, check, leaving flex season 12, come and get me. Gil, the run around, high speed, chasing all the big bags. Bending corners, bending rules, bending necks, Gil, the whiplash. Slide through, hot knife, warm butter storm, gutter drain lane. Young man, old habit, still at it, tryna let my chain hang. True bringing condoms to me.
Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra, extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra, extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Moving, shaking, coming down, tipping. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Moving, shaking, coming down, tipping. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Moving, shaking, coming down, tipping. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Moving, shaking, coming down, tipping. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping.
What is going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Come on in, hit that like button. Let us know where you are checking in from. Kirk, how you feeling tonight?
What's good? What's good, man?
Oh man, I'm chilling,
Hey,
chilling
hey,
like a
man,
villain.
you've been asking me that from morning, man.
Oh, yeah, because I talked to you a couple times. I always ask you how you feeling. That's the courteous thing to do, right? Ask a person how they doing. You just don't start having a conversation. There's a lot of people in my DM that's DM me and never got a
Uh huh.
response. It's not the
Well,
fact that I haven't
right,
seen the DM. I've absolutely 100% seen the DM, but I don't respond to people who just come into my question. What freight broker you use? You know a freight broker? When the market gonna change? If you just come into my DM and you get to talking and you don't at least say hello, I'm not gonna
right,
respond to you. So, when I say how you doing, that's just the way I was raised. You speak to people, even though
right.
I've had conversations with you already through the day. We reintroducing a new conversation to the public or the audience. So I gotta say how you doing again. So how you doing?
So you're a very manageable guy. You was raised properly.
Mannerable you? Yeah, mannerable. Yeah, I was raised properly. So how you
All
doing?
right, I'm good, man.
All right. That's good. So come on in, everybody. Hit that like button. Let us know where you're checking in from. Marcel, I see you in the building. Mark Brown, Kelvin Birch, Big Herm, Daniel Williams. I see Winter Stays Inc. Kelvin Birch, what's that? Texas in the building. What else? Zupchuck in the building. What's going on? D Walt. Is it? Did I see D Walt? I don't know. I see. No, somebody put him in the comments. I didn't see him though. Who else? Oh, there go D Walt. Cleveland in the building. Mika's in the building. I see Corey Jackson, Andrew Green. How's everybody doing tonight? Alabama, Fort Worth, Detroit. What else? Barbara Lee is in the building. Jeremy Littman is in the building. Interstate Screw in the building. We got Spoken from Michigan. Alabama is in the building. J. Cole, Devontae Smalls. What's going on? NYC, Grand Rapids, Michigan. How's everybody doing? Come on in, hit that like button. Darren B, representing the city of. How's everybody doing? Come on in, hit that like button. Let us know where you're checking in from. All right, so boom. I guess we could get straight into it. We got a couple topics for tonight. We're gonna get back to business tonight, guys. We've been cracking jokes and having fun for the past couple of weeks. I guess we'd have pissed some people off. I
You
don't
been you been
know.
you been putting on your ski mask?
Yeah, man. Been having fun for a few weeks. You know,
Right.
back to work though. Back to work, man. There's a lot of people that are going through what we said they was gonna go through last
Mhm.
year and earlier this year, and a few months ago. The time has come. The time has come. So we're gonna talk about a few things tonight. Convoy shut down. We got seasonal depression. You know what I'm saying? It's the volume is sliding. Somebody, hey, it ain't funny. It ain't funny.
Oh
It's
man,
not. It's not funny. None of this.
it's not funny. No, seriously. Tonight should be a serious discussion, man. Tonight gonna be a big example of what we talk
Man,
about.
and then here's the crazy thing, cause man, Saturday night, I was minding my business. I was minding my business Saturday night, and next thing I know, my
Right.
DMs just started going off the meat rack. People
Uh-huh.
were sending me DMs. People were sending me voice DMs. People were sending me screenshots. All types of things was going on Saturday night, and I got
Uh-huh.
to check out what they were talking about, and I,
Uh,
I don't know, but one of the things that I heard was that volume is, you know, volume isn't. Somebody asked a question in a live stream to another influencer about volume, and they said volume wasn't down. It all depends on your market.
mhm.
So I just I don't know. I don't know what to say, but you know seasonal depression is here. Volume is not only is it down, it's actually sliding. So not only is it down overall, it's sliding in a downward trajectory. And we are at the end of October. We are going into November. This is a time for everyone who's coming into trucking now, who came into trucking, I should say, during the pandemic, who never got a chance to see what a traditional peak season has looked like. Right now, you would be booming and bunking like OJ the Juice Man would say. You would be so busy right now, you wouldn't even be on this live stream looking at us right now. You would be dealing with so many packages and pallets, and you would just be so
Mhm.
you would be discombobulated right now.
Right.
You would not be here looking at me and Kirk. This right now, normally it is ridiculous. All right. So when people say things like, volume ain't down. I mean, I, I don't know, Kurt, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into. I don't even know what to say. We got some things
Right.
we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the seasonal depression that's going on right now. So we the forecast that I made a month ago or 2 months ago. The time is here. So you could chalk another one up on the board for old Marky Mark, still 100% undefeated. You can pretty much cancel peak season. That's a wrap. Um, uh, uh, Amazon had a prime day sale a few weeks ago. I don't hear Amazon people, jumping through hoops for increased volume on a two off the 2 day sale. It's just not there, right? It's just not there. All right. So we're gonna talk about seasonal pressure. We're also gonna talk about this convoy thing, which kind of goes into what me and Kirk, forecasted early in this year. I did a live stream about 2 months ago about a trucking exodus for those who got a chance to check that out. And I said it will be coming around this time towards the end of the year, Q4. We are in Q4. And what you're seeing now is a trucking exodus, which is going to lead us into our final talking point. More truckers are biting the dust. You have influencers that are biting the dust in trucking, and they're creating content. And we're going to kind of react to something that someone sent Kirk, and then he showed it to me, and I said, all right, cool, we can, break it down and, kind of react to it and figure out why this guy failed. So you guys might want to stick around for that one because that one's going to be funny. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start with this convoy thing. You ever pulled any loads from Convoy?
Yeah, I used to pull load for them back in the days off of DAT when I started.
All right.
They got their own load board and everything,
Right. So
but I haven't been pulling for them recently.
Okay. Now let's break this story down real quick. Let's just jump into it. And what we can do is we can break the story down and kind of get into it and see exactly what went on with this company Convoy. Should I move us out the way a little bit? Let me make us a little smaller. Put us over there. All right, so boom. Convoy trucking startup backed by Bezos and Gates. Backed by the boy that everybody love. I like some stuff about Jeff. A lot of stuff I don't like about him, but I love how much money I make. I love the money I make with Jeff Bezos. Me and Jeff Bezos, we really, really good business partners. But Convoy was backed by Jeff Bezos and Gates, shutting down after failing to find buyer, report says. Get those likes up too. Likes is at about 50%. We need those likes up to about 80%, please. And thank you. Convoy, a Seattle-based digital freight broker. So Convoy was a digital freight broker. We're going to use them in past tense now. Was digital freight broker with investors that included billionaires Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos announced Thursday it would be shutting down, according to Bloomberg, after the company failed to find a buyer amid a massive freight recession. All right, so we are in a freight recession, contrary to what some of your favorite content creators say. And this article is written by Forbes, guys. Very credible. All right. This is a tech company. I would consider Convoy a tech brokerage, right? They got backing from Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. The CEO of Convoy was one of the top executives from Amazon. So he came over from Amazon as a top exec, and he created the startup Convoy, which is a tech freight company. All right. Convoy's founder and chief executive Dan Lewis notified employees in their internal memo Thursday that today is your last day at the company, noting that the company is exploring and evaluating strategic options for what might come next, Bloomberg reported. Lewis said that the company had evaluated potential suitors to acquire it, though none of the options ultimately materialized into anything sufficient to keep the company going in its then current form. Convoy was in the middle of a massive freight recession and contraction in the capital markets, according to Lewis, who added, this combination ultimately crushed our progress and likely swayed potential suitors away from acquiring the firm. FreightWaves, an industry trade publication, reported Thursday that some Convoy employees indicated that they were not offered severances, though benefits would be available through the company until the end of the month. Convoy did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Forbes. Following the exhaustive process spanning many months, during which we explore all viable strategic options for the business, the result is where we are today. 3.8 billion. So Convoy was estimated, had a valuation by investors of 3.8 billion, and they had raised 925 million in capital. Convoy was an online platform that connected truck drivers with freight companies and was founded in 2015 by Lewis, a former Amazon executive, in an effort to prevent trucks from driving empty miles without loads. The company received investments through Gates, Bezos. It received investments from Al Gore's Generation Investment Management. For some of you guys that are young, Generation Z in your 20, Al Gore ran for president back in the day. He believed, if I remember, he was a vice president to, was he a vice president? He was a vice president to Bush, I think. If I'm not, I'm tweaking. I know he ran for president. I think he was Bush's vice president, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Scottish investment firm. Oh, so Bailey Gifford invested. T. Rowe Price invested, among many others. An announcement that Convoy would shut down its operations follows an announcement on Wednesday that the company had canceled all of its shipments. So basically, they're done. Tech company done. All right. So what I get out of it, right, is this was a tech company from an executive. This guy was an executive at Microsoft. He was also an executive with Amazon. He saw a void, right? Because that's what smart people do when they build companies. They see a void in a particular industry and they create a company to fill a void. What I believe happened is he created the company ultimately to sell it. All right. People like this don't build companies and hold on to them for dear life or hodl them. What we talk about, what I've been talking about lately. You build a company, smart people build companies, right, to ultimately sell them, cash out, remove their shares, and move on, especially when you're building a big tech company like this. I think if the unexpected wouldn't have happened, unexpected, which we know now, all right, as the pandemic, I believe that he would have been successful in his mission. Certain things when you're building a business, you can't see down the line, right? You have to properly prepare. It's not his money because he's a guy with he's a guy that was up there in the tech world, so he could go straight to Jeff. He could go straight to Gates and get seed money to start this company. This freight recession is really crippling a lot of people. It's crippling a lot
Right.
of people. And me and Kirk, we talked about this a few months ago. I did a whole live stream about it. All right. And that time is here. I said it would happen in Q4. Right. A lot of people hold on because they think things are going to turn up in Q4. And when they see things don't, they go ahead and just pull the plug. And this is what's happening now. They probably been struggling all year, but they wanted to see what Q4 was going to look like. And now that they see, yo, we got to get up out of this jam. It's unfortunate. You're going to see some more brokerages probably fold. You're going to see an exodus of truckers continue to fold. There's going to be more and more truckers folding as we go into the holiday season. And then we're going to be full swing in January when, things are just kind of slow, things shut down, and it's just going to really get bad in January. So, basically everything that we saying was going to happen is happening. So, I don't know, Kurt, what you got to say about it?
No, you're right. We talk about this even when I mentioned like remember a few months ago when we talked. I forgot what live we did, and you read the article where it says 25,000 more trucking companies gonna go out of business. Get what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yep.
Um, the market is definitely changing. It's not the same. Um, but people now don't take the time to look at and see what's going on around them.
Hold on a
I was
second. Hold on a second. What's going on in the
yeah,
chat, man? What's
I
going on
see
in the
it. I was
chat? Yo,
gonna
hey, Axel, leave him alone, man. Straight up. I know what's going on, but this ain't the place for it. He's over here enjoying some good content, so let him live. Let him live. Let him live, man. He under my protection over here, man. So, and the bullying stuff, whatever y'all got going on, y'all can have it. But he over here, on my platform, so he's under my covering. If he wants to come over here and take in some good, hey, that's fine and dandy. But he hasn't caused no issue to old Marky Mark and old Kirky Kirk. The man ain't did anything for me to warrant me to go after him. So if he's over here in the chat and he's being respectful, he hasn't that cargo van issue that y'all got, keep that over there. We only buck at people that buck at us. We on the defense over here. So if he's over here enjoying good content and he's not bothering anybody, then he's under my covering, which means he's under my protection. And I can't allow that to happen, So whatever personal vendettas y'all gotta, handle that, you know, you know. Let the man live, please. Go ahead, Kirk.
Actually, something else.
Man, bro, I don't get
No,
it.
we talk about this a few months ago. We talk about the amount of companies that was gonna close down. You know what I mean? And seeing big companies start to, go out. It's not surprise when you see content creator or regular box truck people or semi truck people are going out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you asked me a very important question this morning, and I'm gonna answer later on once we review the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But not every not that just goes to show you that not everybody is gonna be succeed in this trucking business. If you have big companies that's going out of business and they've been they got millionaires that are investing, then who are you that don't even have your cost per mile together to last? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
we proven that over and over. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Somebody said something in the company not the company, the comments that Jeff and Bill effed him over on purpose. Now that's a good theory. But here's my thing. If Jeff invested into the company, right, and Amazon was one of the companies that Dan pitched to buy, and by Jeff being an early investor pre-IPO, right, wouldn't it be in his interest for the company to succeed? Now, because I've never done middle mile, but I would assume, just because I'm smart, that if Jeff invested into Convoy, there was loads from Amazon on Convoy. Did you ever see any Amazon loads on Convoy? Uh Kirk?
I do Amazon, but it's not um I've never I use Convoy, but I've never seen Amazon. Most of that my
Okay.
Amazon load that I get it from different brokers, but I've never seen it.
Okay. So I'm
And it's possible. It's possible. I know you say you don't think so, but it's possible because when you look at Jeff, he's solely now going in his direction. You see what
uh-huh.
I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So he might have said, do I want to invest or buy next company or just keep growing my companies and keep creating in my companies and the hell with these other new ventures that I might have my hands in. It's possible. It's not,
The
you
only
know what I
the
mean?
only thing they would have did if he would have bought it, only thing they would have did was just incorporate it and integrate it into what Amazon already has going on. But for him not
Mm-hmm.
to buy it, and you got to remember, Jeff Bezos, the team that he has over there, they're smart. Why are they
Mm-hmm.
smart? Because they have all the data. Listen, it's so easy to forecast. I don't know why people make this shit hard. I don't know why content creators do live streams and they just pull shit out of their ass that don't make sense. All right. If
Mm-hmm.
you follow the money and you pay attention to what smart people do, we're in a technology era. Amazon has all the data. They have the biggest cloud, right? They got Alexas in millions of homes. They're listening to you. They know what you're buying because everybody has a Prime account. They probably know more about you than you know about yourself.
Right.
So for him to invest in something initially and when pitched, not purchase it, that raises an alarm in my head, right? I'm not going to tell you for what, because I have to go do my research, right? Before I present it to you,
Right.
because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to get up here and say things that don't make sense. So I'm going to put that on my to-do list for homework. But
Right.
here's another issue that is puzzling me. Because if Jeff invested into this company, right, wouldn't he want to ensure the success, or did he do everything to help ensure this success? And I would think by doing that, you would just push a flurry of opportunity that way to Convoy, right? You can literally shut the doors on other people and just push freight that way. And I believe, without going back and doing my research, I would believe if they were in bed together, right, as far as business is concerned, there had to be Amazon loads on Convoy. So I'm just trying to really figure out, with the two investors that you have, with the data that you're privy to and that you would have access to, because one of your investors probably has the most data imaginable in this world, probably next to Apple. I just don't understand why or how, other than the volume, but you're one of your investors has a surplus of freight. Why just not cut a few people off, right? And send everything that way. And I know these are questions you can't answer. These aren't questions that I can't answer. You know, I'm just thinking from a business perspective, and I am going to go do my research and dig a little bit deeper, because every article that I've read regarding this, it's very general information. It doesn't really go in deep, like how when Yellow went out of business, like we knew everything about Yellow, you know what I'm saying? Because this was in the works. This kind of took people, I think, by surprise, and none of the articles really deep dive into it, other than the fact that we're in a freight recession. So I'm going to really, you know, try to dig and see what went wrong, because I just think this company, since its inception, was set up to win. I mean, you got two powerhouses as investors. Right. I don't know. You got
You
something
just
you
have
want
to
to add?
look. You gotta just look a little bit deeper. But I mean, you gotta remember, every businessman at some point gonna have their own interests. That might not make any sense to me or you, but make perfect sense to them. So we'll just have to find out. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And see what it is. You know what I mean? But I don't think. Uh, listen to Jeff and watch what he does.
Get those likes up.
It's gonna be in his own interest, best interest in any move that he makes. So yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna dig into that. He even had Bailey Gifford, man. He had like top dog investors, man. I don't know, man.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody said during the peak, the guy he invested in was useful, but not during the recession. But they're still, see. Here's the thing: the volume is down, but freight still needs to move. There still is
Right.
freight. It's just not enough for everybody to be successful and for prices to be where people are going to be happy. But Amazon is one of the companies that is leading as far as the volume that is available. They have some of it. So, you know, being a shrewd businessman, that's just like you, Kirk. If let's say I'm Jeff Bezos and you're the Dan from Convoy, and I invest in you, right? You come to me with the idea, I like it, and I say, all right, you know, I'm gonna get you started with a series round A. I'm gonna lead the series round A. I'm gonna start you off with 100 M's. I give you $100 million, right? To go out, get started, go get an office, go get all your computers, start hiring the staff, start coding. I'm giving you everything to get started. Start coding, whatever. Boom. You get it off, you get started, you start building, you come back for a series round B. I say, all right, I like what I see. I give you another 250. You launch, you go on, you go out, you do other series round fundings. You get some money from Gates, you get some money from Bailey Gifford, so on and so forth. Now, since I'm an initial investor into you, I have to believe in what you're doing, right, in order for me to give you 100 M's. And if I give you 100 M's, it's my responsibility to ensure your success because I want a return on my investment. Right? Now, if I'm Jeff and I have access to an overabundance of freight, we got this company, C.H. Robinson, we're letting this company, we're letting that company, but I'm invested with this company. Me, and this is where I don't understand, what I would do is I control the freight. I'm going to cut off 1, 2, maybe 3 brokers, however many brokers I need to cut off, right? And just streamline, right? Streamline all the freight that way, right? Because guess what?
Mhm.
I need this to be successful because this is where my interest is as far as investment. The truckers that are pulling loads that are looking at all these load boards, they're going to go to wherever the loads are at. So I'm not worried about them. I'm looking at a return on my investment. So why not just streamline all the work that way to ultimately ensure it? Is that legal? Can they do that? That wouldn't be a monopoly, would it? No, right?
But that's what I'm saying. You'd have to look at the whole blueprint of how they're set up, if that can even be done. You see what I'm saying? I get what
Mm-hmm.
you're saying, but can it be done? And then uh, also you got to look at if they do make such a move. What about rebranding? They might have to rebrand that company. Then you got to look at the liability that Jeff don't want to be held accountable for. How are those liabilities going to set up so it doesn't get attached to his personal company, which is Amazon? You got to look
Mm-hmm.
at all of those stuff. So it's easy to say it, but then when you look at the blueprint, it might be it's a whole different. It's just more technical than how you looking at it. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's probably easier to just say, you know what, I'm out. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe they can go back to the table and create something different. Um, but you gotta go back and look at the blueprint.
Well, I can tell one thing: a major correction is going on
Let
in
me
the
ask you a
industry.
question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question because I've seen this surrounding. We in a recession, and I've seen this surrounding. And I'm not trying to go off topic, but this is one of the biggest debate that I see going on right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, everybody is hoping and watching what's gonna happen in the next election. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody eyes is on Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And Donald Trump is in a lot of people's eyes right now, and a lot of people's mind is gonna be the savior to turn this whole entire recession around, which is not
Mm-hmm.
a bad idea, right? But you gotta look at he's under these indictments, he's facing all these charges, he's still running for president.
Mm-hmm.
We in a economy that is clearly Biden ain't doing,
Mm-hmm.
what's supposed to be done on a presidential level. What
Mm-hmm.
do you think? And this is a two-part question. One, if Trump win, do you think we're ever gonna see a Trump era like what we see before when he first was president? And
Mm-mm.
if he doesn't win, do you think too many people are too invested in Trump being the next president? Because then if he doesn't win, then what? And what the country is gonna look like? Because God forbid if we go another 4 years with Biden,
Mm-hmm.
you get what I'm saying? I mean,
I,
what do you think about that? Because
I think a lot.
the reason why I asked you that, all of this presidential and politics stuff is playing into where we at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people are investing into Trump. I think Biden is probably not going to win. He's just too old. He's too
Mhm.
old. I think people can kind of see that now. When you have two people, you always got to vote for not just necessarily the lesser of the two evils, but who is going to do better for your situation, for you and your family, right? I don't
Mhm.
get caught up into the wordplay and some of the antics that Trump did. It's all
Mhm.
about who's going to be the best for my interest, the interest of me and my family, right? All
Right.
right. So now that people have gotten to see 4 years of Trump and people have gotten to see 4 years of Biden, before when
Mhm.
Trump ran, a lot of his antics, I think, lost him the second election, right? And people was like, well, we're gonna put Biden in there, but now Biden is in there. So now you have both of them to weigh
Right.
against. So,
Right. Right.
so now you have 4 years of Trump
Exactly.
and you got 4 years of Biden. So now you
Right.
should be able to make even a better, more well-informed decision, right? Because everything is right there laid out for you now. Now, to answer the second part of that question is, will it be like it was before? No, because a lot of the things that Trump came into and president, he's not coming into again if he wins this election. We got Putin,
Mhm.
we got the Hamas, we got the stuff that's going on with Palestine and
Mhm.
Israel. All right. We got bad relationship with China. A lot of the stuff that as far as freight, I don't talk about because it goes over too many people's head. Listen, I got people in my comments that say things in my comments, and then I have to go reword them. Like, it was a lady in the comment earlier, a guy, I posted a poll yesterday, and someone wrote a very intelligent response and talked about rates coming down. And then somebody responded like, the rates are already down. How much for it? But he wasn't talking about spot market rates. He was talking about interest, the overall interest rate, right?
Interest rate. Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
So, and I had to explain it. Those aren't the rates, that he's talking about. So we have a whole dynamic right now. The relationship that we had with China when Trump was as president, we don't have that relationship right now. Biden just cut China off Nvidia. So China can't even get the chips, the semiconductor chips they need. We're in a war quietly right now with China. China
Mhm.
is cutting off the supply for freight coming to the US. That's another reason I don't talk about it, because it's going
Right.
to go over too many people's heads. We're not in a war where, like the Palestine and
Mhm. Mhm.
Putin with
Yeah. But
Ukraine,
right. 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 Right.
right? But we are in some type of little silent war. Biden just cut them off. They're cutting off supply chain, right? They know we depend on them for supply chain. A lot of things that you use are manufactured in China. Why do you think we're reverting? We're transitioning over to Mexico. And
Mhm.
this is what I'm saying. I don't talk about a lot of this stuff because it's going to go over a lot of people's heads. And that's
Right.
why when I see people saying goofball shit in their live streams that don't make sense, I throw whatever I have in my hand, I just toss it up in the air, Kirk. I toss it
Right.
up in
Right.
the air.
Mhm.
So you can't say it's gonna be the same because he's not coming into the same situation he came into after Obama. He's got to fix the relationship with China.
Mhm.
He's got to repair it. That may take 4 years. They're afraid of him. Yes. Putin's scared shitless. Everybody's scared of Trump. We know this. These are facts.
Mhm.
But those relationships got to be prepared.
But
So,
let me ask you. But let's just say, Mark. Let's just say Biden remain in office though. Let's just use that.
mhm,
You get what I'm saying? Because everybody betting on Trump. It's there.
mhm,
That's the word
mhm,
on the street. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
But I'm just saying, um, let's say Biden stay in power for whatever
Mm,
reason, because like you said, goofball stuff. Some people like goofball stuff. You
mm,
get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Based on the economy,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like pulling a damn drain and a swing and a sink,
Okay.
right? Because
Mm-hmm.
because Biden, the way he is right now, and the way with all this issue that's going on, unless we go after what was this guy down in DeSantis from Texas,
Uh-huh.
from Florida.
Right.
I guess he was gonna run or something like that. But you get what I'm saying?
He's running. I don't think he pulled out.
He's
He's
running,
running. He's not gonna
right?
win though.
So, but what I'm saying is, if you got him, you got Biden to choose from, you got Trump. You get what I'm saying? And everybody is gonna say, of course,
If I had to choose
go
between
back Trump.
DeSantis and Biden, I wouldn't vote. I would just whatever. Either way, I'm gonna win regardless because I know how to move out here. So if it was between
Right.
Biden and DeSantis, I just wouldn't vote.
Mhm.
I wouldn't vote. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even waste my time.
But I hope they put somebody back in that office to
But
turn the country around.
but here's the thing: it may take 4 years. You gotta understand, it's relationships. It's
Mhm. No, I
relationships.
know. I know.
Now, somebody said in the chat, Trump added more to the debt than any other president. What do we get with Trump? I got a lot with Trump. I got shit with
We get.
Biden. I just didn't get the shit people are going through. I'm not going through that. I was able to do good with Trump, do good with Biden, but I didn't do good because of Biden. I did good because of myself. When Trump was president, I did good because of myself, and Trump added to it. I know Trump is a businessman. He's going to do things with the country to continue to enrich itself. So I'm just going to parallel that.
Mhm.
I'm going to parallel what he's doing.
Right.
So, I don't know. I can't say that if Trump gets in, is he going to be able to just turn things around just like that? He says, give him one day. If he wins the president, he's going to, one day he'll fix the situation with Putin. And if that happens, it's because
Mhm.
Putin is scared shitless of Trump.
Right.
If Trump say he want to punch
I,
that
I
button,
think.
Trump going to push that button. So,
Yeah, but I think with Putin relationship and Trump, I think it's more of a respect and a level of understanding that a lot of people don't understand. Putin is also a businessman, so there's some type of
but but
attachment
but
there.
but but it's not just Trump. It was Obama, it was Bush. Putin been wanting to do this. So it's not
Mhm.
just he's just scared of Trump. He was scared of Obama. He was scared of Bush. He was scared
Mhm.
of power.
Right. Yeah.
For him to pull it with Biden, it lets you know that he thinks Biden is weak. He
Right.
waited
Right.
20 years to do it.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's been wanting to do this.
Yeah.
So it's
I
not
mean.
just he's scared of Trump. He was scared of Trump's predecessor. He was scared of
Right.
Obama's
Right.
predecessor.
Right.
You
Yeah.
think Bush wasn't finna come with the hand of God? Yeah, he was.
Right.
Obama was blowing shit up his whole tenure. They just don't talk about it. Obama was blowing shit up, kids
Mhm.
and women.
Yeah. We'll just have to watch and see,
So,
man.
so I don't know. Either way, you have to position yourself to win. You have to make well-informed decisions. You can't run off
But.
hope. You can't listen to people. You have to be an intelligent businessman. Don't hold on to shit for dear life. If you're a businessman and you up and you can make money, exit and
Mhm.
re-enter when shit
Mhm.
crashes. It's just like I tell people all
Mhm.
the time. Listen, I look forward to economic collapses. I'm
Mhm.
upset that in 2008 I wasn't in the position that I'm in now, because in
Right.
2008
Right.
I would have been like some of the people I know. I'd have been buying up all them two flats for 10,000. All
Right.
my
Right.
homies that had cash flow, they had cash on hand when the market collapsed, they was buying two flats and three flats for 10, 20,000, throwing 30, 40
Right.
into them. 50, 60 all
Right.
in. They selling them right now as we speak for $400,000 and $500,000 after they've made an exorbitant amount of money over the years off of tenants.
Right.
This is when the rich get richer. The rich don't buy shit when shit is up. You buy shit when it's down, and you sell high. You buy low, you sell high.
Right.
Everything is done by design. So you need events like this to create a healthy economy, right? So boom, everything is bad now, but guess what? That means there's opportunity. People out here just complaining. One, because they don't have the mindset or they don't have the education to understand that what I'm talking about.
Right.
So it is what it is. I don't whatever. So, I'm going to be straight regardless. Now, there's things that Trump did that I salute him for. He took care of the HBCUs. Biden came in and took the money back. I asked my mother earlier today, I said, why don't you like Trump? You know what she said? You making my blood pressure go up. You know what old black people say when they ain't got the answer and they just want to run from that shit? You're making my blood pressure go up now. I can't talk right now. You're making my blood pressure go up. My blood pressure wasn't going up. She just wanted to get off the phone with me. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna do good regardless, Kirk, because I've set myself up to win regardless. So, I've been doing great for the past. Man, today Bitcoin hit over 30. Man, Kirk, I'm winning out here in these streets. I'm not complaining.
Right.
I'm just going to continue to move money around. So whatever is doing good, it's doing good. When shit crashes, it's like a goddamn sale back in the day when you had famous footwear, a favorite footwear where you just go pick the shoes out of the bin. It's like a liquidation sale. Everything's on sale. Everything's on sale. So that's how you have to look at it. When shit was up, and I was talking to people last year, and I was telling them all this shit was going to happen, I encouraged people to go look at my content from last year, because everything that's happened since then has all come into fruition. I tell people all the time, when shit was up, what did people go do? They went to the Vegas. They went to Houston. Houston is the new Atlanta. People that went down to Houston. They was in Atlanta. People who had never been off their block is traveling. Don't even know how to book a flight. I know somebody who never left Chicago, went to Vegas for the first time. Man, we got a layover in Denver. I'm like, why you just didn't fly straight to Vegas? What you mean? This is what, dude, you mean to tell me you took a layover in Denver to fly to Vegas? Well, my girl booked it. She said it was too expensive. I went straight on southwest.com. I found a flight, and it was a flight right under it that was a nonstop. I said, you mean to tell me you flying to Denver to save $23? The nonstop was $23 more. But the point that I'm trying to make, ain't never been nowhere. They never been nowhere, so they didn't know how to book a flight. They just went and saw the end goal, Chicago to Vegas. They didn't see the in between and none of that shit. Now you got to go sit in Denver for 4 hours for $23. But that's the point. People got that money. They did everything else but what they were supposed to do, right? I didn't get a PPP. Right. But let's say I would have came up on an over.
But that's why people want Trump to come back.
But here's the thing. You're not going to get a PPP. That's over. That's done with. We're not going to get another pandemic probably for 100 years. We'll be dead. Right. But the point that I'm trying to make is smart people, when the economy is good, you store your money. You store your money because economic collapse happens all the time. Every so many years.
What do you mean store your money?
You save your money. Economic collapse happens every so many years. You can't predict in which form it's going to come from, but one happens at least once every decade or so, right? And when these things happen, smart money invest. You buy things, you buy assets low. When the housing market crashed, people who had cash on hand, because they were smart, that's when they started buying. It's just like the stock market. When you're in a bear market, you accumulate. When you're bullish, right, you start selling off as it goes up, right? Once it goes parabolic, you exit, right? You don't try to shoot and hodl for the top before it comes crashing down, right? And while you're selling as it's going up, you're selling it to suckers, especially at the parabolic phase, because they're buying high, because they're in the euphoric phase, because now it has gotten media attention. Oh, this is the longest bull run ever. Stocks are soaring. Wall Street is on fire. So now everybody runs to it. But smart money invested in early during the bear market. They bought in low and they're selling high. And then boom, it comes crashing down and these guys get caught left holding the bag.
Right.
That's how the rich get richer.
Exactly.
So a person like me, I love times like this. Why? Because I've been accumulating for the past 2.5, 3 years. So people want to come into trucking, you should be happy people are losing. Especially if you ain't in yet, because there's going to be some guy who wasn't smart, who listened to some influencer during the pandemic. He bought a truck. He might have bought his truck cash. He took all his PPP money and bought it outright, right?
Right.
And he thought he was going to run it up, make that M, and he didn't. And now he's finna sell you a good truck for a little or nothing because he ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, so he's desperate. So now you have the opportunity to buy an asset for a fraction of the price, right? Because Buddy didn't make the proper decisions. And that's how the rich get richer. That's how smart money continues to win. So when I say I don't care either way, I don't care if you put Mickey Mouse as the president. I know how to sit my black ass still and not spend no money and accumulate. And when it's time for me to go spend, then I'll spend. And then when it's time to me to exit, I will exit.
Right.
And then I repeat it. And then I repeat it. So while everybody was going out, buying their dirt bikes so they can pop their wheelies, and I took one trip during the pandemic and went out the country. I went to New Orleans. I've been saving and accumulating for the past 2.5 years, Kirk.
Right.
I ain't did shit. I paid off all my vehicles recently. I don't have a car note anymore. I just said, to hell, let me just pay this shit off and get it out the way. Right. So now, even that money, I'm reinvesting that because that debt, I just paid that off so that I can keep that money invested because that's going to go up. Some assets I got going probably 30 or 40x in the next year and a half. So while I might as well just sink that money into that. And then the money I'm not using, I park it into something that's getting me a better interest than the bank.
Right. Yep.
So I don't care. You could put, I don't know, Oscar the Grouch is the president. It don't matter to me.
Right.
So I don't know. You know, I don't know, Kirk. I don't know what to tell you.
No, you're right. Right. That's smart business move. You know what I mean? So yeah. But like you said, man, but like you said, a lot of information, a lot of stuff that we talk about it just go over people's heads. So it is what it is. But
yeah, so
I just wanted to ask you that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to ask you that because I know that it's a big thing right now. That's all.
Okay. You want to jump into this next topic, which is seasonal demand or seasonal. I don't want to laugh, man. It's not funny, man. I'm not laughing at the topic. Seasonal depression. I was right again, so I'm still 100%, man. And this was written by Freightways, October 20th, 2023. Everybody's complaining about it sucks, it's this, it's that, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so seasonal demand, it's bad, right? Freightwaves is telling you to keep the champagne cork, guys. Freight demand is settling deeper into a seasonal slide at the close of October. while not by itself indicative of a failed recovery because people thought the market was going to recover. I said it wasn't. This downward trend is doubtlessly painful for those carriers and brokerages still skirting the razor's edge with thinning margins. Margins are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Unfortunately, as will be discussed below, there's not much hope for a resurgence in freight volumes in the remainder of the year.
Right.
I think I don't need to read anything further. I think that's pretty much cut and dry, Kirk. Thoughts? Hit that like button, man. We at about 2/3.
Oh
We got
man.
97, 100 people in here. We got 62 likes. Let's get those likes up to 80%, guys, so YouTube can send this stream out into the algorithm so, other people can get this dope game that we kicking over here, man. Let them see that it's still some channels out here that are kicking good content, educational content. We're not pulling shit out of our ass. We actually know what we're talking about. So do me a favor, hit the like button so this can get out so more people can get this information. I would really, really appreciate it. What's your thoughts on this seasonal depression, Kirk?
The rates is definitely dropping. That's number one. We
Mm-hmm.
definitely see a change out here. Um, um, it's changed. It's changed big time. The market is not the same no more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I went on a load board today on DAT and
Mm-hmm.
ain't nothing on DAT. I mean, it's Monday, but I mean, when I say nothing, Mark, I'm talking about it's literally dry. And then when you do find something, the rates are not there because the broker is really not getting the money that a lot of people think that they're getting anymore,
Well,
right?
maybe it's
Because
your
we talk
maybe
about
it's your market. Maybe it's your market.
no,
Somebody just hit
no,
somebody just hit the thumbs down when you were saying that, Kirk. They didn't like what you said.
no,
Somebody just hit the
no,
thumbs down.
because check this out. Because the supply and demand has cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supply keep
Two
cutting.
two thumbs down.
You see what I'm saying? It's keep going
Mm-hmm.
down as as the end of the year coming as the year is coming to a close, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is why
Well,
being out here
some people would say this is peak season.
no, but
Vic
okay,
on his
but
live stream the other day, Vic said it's because of your market. Can you substantiate that for me?
no, but if the supply and the demand is not there, okay, if I know my market, let's use the market analysis or let's go with the market. If I know my market and the supply is not there, then the market it doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
if I can't find a freight, then and I'm in a market, let's say I'm from Chicago and I can't
Mm-hmm.
leave Chicago. I'm in a good
Mm-hmm.
market.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But the supply is
Mm-hmm.
not in Chicago for me to leave from the get go. If I come to Texas and I want to move from Texas to Atlanta, and I can't,
Mm-hmm.
and Texas is a good market,
Mm-hmm.
I can't. The supply's not here. Why? Because people ain't buying. We have an election year coming up. We have the country unstable. We have people saving their money. There's a lot of uncertainty. Those are things that drive a market down, and the supply of things not being moving around at the rate that it's supposed to be moving around. I heard you said on a live stream the other day the biggest seller for Christmas is going to be the iPhone 15. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the reason why people going to need an iPhone. And you give a
Mm-hmm.
whole, analogy about it, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But people ain't going to buy 50 scooter bike or dirt bike like when they're like what you said to pop wheelie for Christmas.
Mm-mm.
People ain't taking trips. All of these
Mm-mm.
people ain't buying cars because interest rate is high. So in every aspect of the market and the economy that you look at right now,
Mm-hmm.
everything is down. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And I'm talking
I hear
about the
you.
supply chain. The supply
Yeah.
chain is down. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I went
That's
to
what
the
I'm
dealer a
saying.
few weeks ago. I went to the dealer a few weeks ago. Um, their sale for semi trucks slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A company that does, I mean, even now, these companies strive out for being the number one seller for the last 3 years in a row. Now everybody's worrying. Why? Because they can't maintain that number one position. They can't.
Mm.
They can't. It's hard for them to. The guy told me. He said we're struggling to keep our number one position. A next dealer, at one of our next location, they're struggling to keep all these things that keep a dealer to be prestigious or to be looked up then. You get what I'm saying? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because ain't nobody buying trucks. You're
Well,
gonna
that's
be the number one
strange.
seller of truck when ain't nobody buying truck.
That's just strange because Vic on his live stream said the other day somebody asked him, "Is the volume down?" He said, "No, it all depends on your market." So we need to
Oh,
find where the market is. We need to
I'm
find the
telling
market
you.
because check this out. I'm in Chicago. I'm in one of the capitals, one of the top 3 markets for freight. And there's freight coming out of here, but I got homies that work in trucking, right? And it's not what it used to be. They send me
Listen, listen,
they
listen,
send
listen,
me videos of the rail yards and stuff so that I could put it out as content. I
listen to
just
this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I got 4 brokers in Chicago. 4 brokers.
mm-hmm,
You get what I'm saying? Exclusive brokers. Brokers that I can't get out on the internet. You get what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And they don't have no freight. How many times I tell you I'm gonna come to Chicago and I didn't come to Chicago? Why? Because when I look at where I'm at in Dallas,
mm-hmm,
to come to Chicago to do a trip back to Pennsylvania, when I
mm-hmm,
call those brokers and look at the
mm-hmm,
rate, remember, thousands of truck is in Chicago. I'm coming up to Chicago to compete with those guys that's already there sitting on 3, 4 days. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And when I call my broker, they're like, well, if you come, we can give you this, this, and this. But I might look at less than what I'm going to be getting out of Dallas going to Pennsylvania or to Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? So what do? I don't go to Chicago. I don't even go to Indiana. I got brokers in Indiana. I got warehouse
mm-hmm,
brokers with. I got logistic company in Indiana, and I don't drive
mm-hmm,
to Indiana. Why? Because they have a higher demand of trucks out there. Meaning that the demand, meaning that if they got so many trucks out there, it's easy to pick up a truck to run a load cheaper than if I run from Dallas straight back to Pennsylvania. One, because I'm looking at over 1,700 miles, or you get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So I got a better chance running out of Dallas back to Pennsylvania rather than running into Chicago and then try to run back from Chicago back to Pennsylvania. I can do it, but I'm gonna run into too much things that it's better for me to just pick up a load out here and just head back straight to Pennsylvania and
mm-hmm,
save time and money. You see what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So
Right,
I know my market. You see what I'm saying?
right.
I understand the market and the direction that I should put the truck in, but I still need that supply and the supply, the demand have to be there so the
Mm-hmm,
supply can produce for me to put my truck in those areas.
right. So to reiterate what Kirk's saying is supply and demand. And this is something we've been talking about all year long. And it just, and I get it, people look forward to peak season, but everybody that's hollering peak season, I swear to God, they all started their trucking companies in 2020 and 2021. You never
Mhm.
seen a traditional peak season. And that's why I can say there's going to be no peak season in July. I can say there's no peak season in August. The reason why is because I've been seeing what a traditional peak season has looked like since I've been in trucking since 2010. If that shit does not come through the ports in order to ramp up at the rails, in order to ramp up onto a truck, there's not going to be. We don't produce a lot of shit here, people.
Mhm.
If containers are sliding in July and August, what makes you think you're going to have a holiday peak season and overabundance of freight. I don't know where people think that the shit is going to come from, bro. If the shit ain't coming over here on a container, you're not going to see a peak season. This is how I'm able to call peak season every year, and people just look at me and they think I'm just some type of retard, and they give me the fuel to laugh when they go out of business in November and December. Instead of just taking the information at face value from someone who's been doing this for a very, 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 very long time, right? And take what makes sense instead of what the masses are saying who are uneducated in this space. You got companies over in China that's purposely not even shipping to us right now because the relationship between China and the U.S. is tainted. They're purposely trying to cripple us, our supply chain. We're purposely trying to tank their technology as far as the chips are concerned. This is why Biden cut the supply off for the semiconductors.
Right.
So you add that into the equation, along with consumer buying behavior shifting, people not having money, retailers changing the way they order freight because they don't order a big abundance for a one-off, a holiday shipment. They order more freight throughout the year now, and then they store it on site. A lot of things have changed in the dynamic of the supply chain, supply and demand, and the way this trucking logistics industry works. And this is why I'd say people have to adapt to change. Everybody's so caught up on the old way of doing things, and this is why people are continuously failing.
Exactly.
And then you have people say, well, I don't look into forecast. I deal with what's in front of me, and then if I run into a situation, I'm going to just pivot. It's not that easy. You run into a situation because you're not doing the due diligence, you may not be strapped to pivot. You may have a bunch of people that's listening to old Marky Mark and say, you know what? This finna happen about 6 months down the line. You need to pivot now. So that the guys who don't do what Mark does, who don't take their business seriously, who don't pay attention, who don't forecast, when shit hits the fan and then they try to pivot, no, all Mark's guys that listen to Mark, they already got them slots, ain't nothing available. It's cutthroat, it's dog eat dog.
Yeah,
you want to take... Go ahead.
No, I said I'm pre-booking those days out now because of the same thing you just said. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to forecast. You have to be able to, and this is I have to continue to reiterate this because like we're in a war, good versus bad as far as information, right? You have to be able to forecast what lies ahead. You can't wait to the last minute because you wait to the last minute, you get in a situation, you may not be able to pivot. You may not be financially strapped to pivot. You may try, you may be financially strapped to pivot, but you're in a competition. Trucking is competitive. So you're competing against people who are smarter, who are actually going above and beyond, and they saw it coming because they're forecasting, they pivoted. So now all the positions that you would need to pivot to are already taken because people foresaw this coming because they did what they were supposed to do.
Right.
And this goes back to what I talked about, the analogy earlier as far as business. And you actually need people who are ignorant. You need people because these are the people who we sell our assets to. When we buy low and we sell them to them high, they buy high. Everybody that bought in, I don't want to say everybody. A lot of the people that bought in during the pandemic, they bought into something that had already sank.
Right.
And they just didn't know it. right? Because they're uninformed. When shit gets popular, when shit gets promoted, when everybody's in that euphoric phase of a bubble, the real money has already been made.
Yep.
The real money has already been made. So when everybody's promoting something and there's a whole craze going on, you are buying into a bubble. The real money has already been made.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
So, you know, you need people like that, right? You don't want to be on that side of the equation.
Hmm.
You want to be on the side who gets into something early, right? You want to be an early adopter. You want to buy when everything is cool and people are complaining. You want to run up your money and then you want to exit.
Right.
Leave them holding the bag. It's a lot of bag holders right now. You know what we call these people right now in trucking that's complaining? That bought in during the pandemic because they got sold a drink? Bag holders. They got left holding the bag.
Oh man, they get left all in the bag.
They got left holding the bag, Kirk.
Yeah.
So, you know, Tandem said too many trucks in the industry. There's an overabundance of capacity. There's an overabundance of capacity, but supply chain and supply and
Yeah.
demand volume is still down. So yes, that's just another point you can throw into the equation, but volume is down. There is an overabundance of capacity, but volume is also down.
Yeah, but even though you have a lot of trucks out here, a lot of guys are failing weekly and monthly. So, the capacity is here, but look at the owner operator from, okay, let's just say you got a million truck in the country, just owner operator, you're losing about 200 of those guys every month,
Mm-hmm.
especially now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's 200 truck parking every month. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
if this is what y'all do.
Let me go grab some
If
water.
y'all wanna go, if y'all wanna get your research done, this is what y'all do. Go find somebody that can put your MC. Just find somebody that put your MC out. They'll put your MC out of service, and go talk to those first persons, and they'll tell you how much people are putting their MC out of business every week. They'll tell you. They'll tell you how many people are shutting down every week, and they're shutting down their MC because of what? They can't afford to be in the trucking business no more.
But here's the thing, Kirk. All that due diligence should have been done or wasn't done or whatever. These deals they signed off, a lot of these guys complaining about insurance and they truck note. Well, my truck note is 3. Okay, you agreed to it. Well, my
Yeah, but
insurance,
they,
you agreed
yeah, but
to
they
it.
didn't know that.
They didn't know
Yeah, but
what?
they
That they
didn't
was
know
gonna
that.
pay 3. How they didn't know that when they said in the finance office and they said, all right, so we got you at this interest rate, the truck is this much, we got you at a 22% interest rate. So for 6
Yeah,
years, you're
yeah,
gonna
but
be paying
No,
$3,500.
no,
Hold on, hold on. No, 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 no. They
no,
knew
you're looking
how
at it
much.
wrong. No,
No, I'm not. I'm
yeah,
looking at
but
it.
you're
It's
looking at it
Kurt,
wrong.
it is what it is. If they tell you what your
No,
note is gonna be, it's what your note's gonna be.
yeah, but you're looking at the way you're looking at it is not the way they were looking at it coming in. They were looking at it based off of what was promoted. So the investment at that time makes sense to them.
So
You
you
get
know
what
what
I'm
that
saying?
makes them, Kurt? You know what that makes them? A bad business
Yeah,
person.
you're right, and that's how they get left all in the bag. Are you 100% correct? I'm not
There's no
disputing.
excuse for it. So what you're making an excuse for them though.
No, I'm not making an excuse. I'm saying if it was promoted that you can make $5,000 a week in a truck, you get what I'm saying? Or you can run up a bag. Let's go get it. Let's eat, right? If you can do that, then put in $40,000 on a truck at an interest rate at 25% for 60 months makes sense to them, even though the truck was selling for 120,000. I know guys right now. Listen, listen. I know guys now and in the past who have purchased truck over. Listen, I've never purchased a box truck over 100,000. Never. You get what I'm saying? I know people that purchase a box truck over 100,000. Even with the deposit they put down, they still have a balance of over 100,000. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Came out here, fail, and still have that truck making monthly payment on that truck. Why? Because it was promoted on the internet that you can make $6,000-7,000 off the people you talk to. Whether it's on your live stream, whether you drop the link, what does people say? Even with the testimony, what the last guy you talked to, what did he say? I go on YouTube, I see people saying they can make $7,000-8,000. I said to myself, oh my God, it was so that easy. I went in the saving with me and my girlfriend, and I do what? I put my money in. They're not looking at 30% interest rate and 5 years and payment is $3,500. Me and you gonna do that. They're not doing that. And that
So what does that
so
make
like you
them?
said, they buy in, it makes them
Kurt,
stupid. But at the time, they're not looking at it from
no,
that point of view,
it
man.
don't make them stupid. It makes them uninformed. But here's the thing: that's their problem. That's their fault. That's their fault.
Right. But I mean, it is what it
It's
is.
no Kirk. There was so much shit promoted during the pandemic. It was another thing. This flower, you put the money into a flower or whatever it is. Everybody puts their money into the flower, and then when you get to the center of the flower, that person gets the money. And then the more
Mhm.
people put into the flower, it pushes people into the middle. And guess what? I heard people that were doing it. I knew people that were doing it, and at the beginning, people were getting paid. And then guess what?
Mhm.
It just people just people was putting money in and just wasn't getting nothing out. It was just disappearing. There was a lot of little pyramid
Right.
flowers and all this goofball shit during the pandemic. A lot of people sold a lot of people dreams, but you
But what
can't
did I
let people.
told you the other day?
But
But
Kirk,
what did
you
I
can't.
told you the other day, Mark?
And
Wait,
but
what
here's
did
the
I
thing.
told you?
What did you tell me?
I I told you that there are people that are dream buyers. There
And
are
that's
people out
great.
here that sit down and wait for
And
dreams to buy it.
and that's great. And we need suckers like that. We need suckers like that. During the stock run, during the crypto run, real estate, even during the pandemic, you got the whole thing with DJ Envy going on right now. There's a lot of stuff. We need
Right.
people to be misinformed. Because here's the
Mhm.
thing: if everybody was smart, it wouldn't be nobody to sell your assets to at a profit.
Right.
So you use the role promoted, but like someone said in the chat, they were sold a dream. They fell for it. It's like playing
Right.
three card. Like I don't. This is why I call them middle
Right.
Americans. I don't know where these people are from that they could just be so naive. If
They're
something sounds
gullible.
good,
I
too
mean,
good to be true,
gullible.
then it is. If something sounds too good to be true, then it is. Period.
And guess what? And guess what? If we have a second round, some of those same people would buy again.
And I'm gonna laugh. You know why? Because you're suckers. You let
Right?
people
They're
sucker
born
you.
suckers. Right.
Man, I listen,
You
Kirk.
got some people. Listen. You got some people that came out their mom womb, and they were from the day they out, they were a sucker. That's it. They go born a sucker and die a sucker.
You buy a truck and you think you making 50, 60, 70, 8, whatever, $50 million or whatever they were selling, dream they were selling them. I knew it
Yeah.
was
Well.
I knew it had gone to shit when Bandman Kevo did a video. And I watched the Bandman Kevo box truck video, and he sat up there and said,
Oh man.
you can make $1 million. One box truck could get you $1 million. You just
Yeah.
get up in the morning, like 8 o'clock, and you can do 10 moves in one day with a box truck. That man said you could do 10 moves. You talking about a guy with a
Uh-huh.
moving company. When I saw that video,
Right.
I had just came home from a grueling day. And this man is sitting up there, and I'm watching the views
Mhm.
pile up. This man said you could do 10 moves in a day. He said you could make $1 million. He said if you get up at 8 o'clock, first of all, if you run a moving company, you need to be up at 5, 6. You need to be at your first move at 8.
Mhm.
I knew it was a wrap for these guys out here, dog. I knew it was a wrap for them. But how can you sit up there and be that naive? How can you not do your own due diligence? And there were people that did do their due diligence. 4 women came to me during the pandemic and asked for my advice. They were referred to me through people that knew I had run a successful trucking company for years. And I told them everything that I tell people now, except I was telling them that in the thick of this shit. And you know what they all said to me? I was a hater. They called me a hater and, da 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 da. And, this is God's plan. And, you hating on a bitch. And, all this goofball shit. And I swear to God, within 6 months, every single last one of them called me and asked me would I be willing to buy their truck.
So you hated on a bitch?
you hating on a bitch. Like what? Like, I'm just telling you, you're gonna have a hard time trying to source a driver. You're not gonna get. I'm trying to get another stream of revenue. I'm trying to get me another stream of revenue, and I'm going to put a driver. And I said, well, it's going to be hard trying to find a driver, and you might want to go out and see what it's like so you know what to expect. How can you put someone in and you don't even know how to train them, what to expect out there in the field? Nothing. So, and all of them failed within 6 months.
Yeah, I got people who curse me out. I got one. I remember when I first came and doing interview consultation. I had one guy on the phone up on me. He just asked me about driving truck. Never drive a truck. I tell him the consequences and all of that. I never call you for that. And just a lot of people just want to hear what they want to hear. And sadly, a lot of those people are back at their job. They left their job with the intention to start a business. They're back at the job. Some of them lost thousands of dollars. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. So I don't know. We're gonna see a bunch more exiting in the next 2 to 3 months. And
a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
This December is gonna be horrible for some people. I would say to a lot of guys right now, just take what you got and run. Don't even stay out here 2 more months. Just take what you have and just run.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Let them thug it out. Some people out here that's winning. They came in right. They entered right.
Yeah, the people that's winning, yeah. But the people that are Mark, if you're not meeting your quarter, if you're not running and making a profit, 2 months from now is that if you're doing this the last 6 months, and next 2 months is not gonna be turning around for you if you continue doing the same thing over and over.
They think peak season is coming.
Ain't no peak season.
We know that, but they saying ain't no way that people not gonna buy their kids toys. It can't be Christmas without no toys. I get that, Kirk, but you have to let these people.
Listen, Kirk, even on the trucker side, and the peak season for truckers right now, regular semi, owner operator, even us have a volume issue. Our volume drop. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no peak season. That's another dream that everybody keep not waking up from.
Hey,
I don't know.
I know. Man. Let them. That's what I'm saying. Let them. I'm not finna be preaching this shit till I'm blue in the face again. Peak season is coming to an end. They think it's finna get started. Little do they know peak season is over within about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Peak season is in the end of August, starting in September. Don't the shit got to get to the store for November? Right. They start building the Christmas owl overnight after Halloween. God damn it! Don't when you go into Walmart on Halloween, the seasonal owl got pumpkins and costumes and candy, and then the next day you go in there, it's like overnight. Boom, it's all Christmas shit. They got pallets in the middle aisle with seasonal shaving kits for dad and shit like that. Don't that shit gotta be where it needs to be?
Right.
Peak season for a middle mile trucker starts in the end of August, all the way through September, all the way through October, going a little bit into November. Peak season is coming to an end. And where the shit gonna come from? You think it's just gonna fall out the sky into the back of a truck? Come on, man. We can go to the next one. I don't know. We're gonna come back. end of November, and we're gonna have us a good old laugh. We're gonna chuckle. It's gonna be one of those chuckles. Listen, it's gonna be one of those chuckles where you
Listen,
you
wait,
hold your stomach.
wait.
You hold your stomach and you
Wait.
pointing while you holding your stomach. I'm gonna do one of them chuckles.
Wait,
I'm gonna do one
Natasha,
of those chuckles. You said what?
wait, Mark. Natasha said that, of course, I want people to get out.
Who said that?
Natasha,
You know why she said
listen.
that? You know why she said that?
Wait,
Because
wait, wait.
hold on. Because Vic said on this live, you know why those guys want people to get out so they could get all the freight. So that's why she believes that.
Hey,
She probably
listen,
listening to that.
Natasha, whether you hear or not, I'm still making money, man. I don't listen, listen, listen. I'm one of the content creator that go from the pandemic start and run all the way to this day still running. Whether you hear or not, I'm still gonna be here. You get what I'm saying? I'm just telling people to get out because they're losing so much money. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter to me if you want to come out here and stay. It don't matter to me. I'm still out here, and I'm doing good. You don't have it. I see in the comment section a bunch of people complaining about gas. You don't hear me complain about gas. $4. I look in the comment section. Gas went up 35, 40%. Gas is $4 here. I don't complain about none of that stuff. Why? Because I run my truck efficient and I run at a higher profit margin. And if you understand the lane to stay in, gas won't affect you.
Oh,
See what I'm saying? See,
I
yeah.
see what she said.
So people that run all over the place and just don't run the truck in order, you make $5,000, you spend 35, 40% of that in gas. I don't ever have those issues. So I want you to be out here, but it don't matter to me.
All right, man. Let's get into the next. Let's get into the next topic. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun.
Don't get it twisted.
We're gonna have some
Don't get
fun
it
with
twisted.
this. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Hold on. Let me put him on the big Summer Jam screen. We're gonna get him full screen access. Hold on. Let's see.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Hold on.
Shout out to Natasha, man. She's from Philly. Shout out to Natasha. She's my home girl. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. You ready? I was going to just jump through the video, but the whole video kind of funny to me, so we're just going to thug it out, all right? And we'll just let me know when you want me to stop it.
Right.
I'm trying to see how I want to do this, y'all. I'm trying to see how I want to do this, y'all. You already seen the title.
He's
So
Asian,
that's
right?
what you're here for.
He's something. He ain't.
Is he Asian or African?
I don't
By
know.
all means, just bounce. I'ma say that it is. I'ma say what it is. If you're just here for what you're seeing on the title, it's true. Just go. Just go. But if you actually want to see here, I got 4 things. If you want to see here and see why, what the reason is, I'm going to break it down for y'all, man. So hang tight. But this is a warning. If you got your woman in the truck, your woman walking by, please just tell her to maybe go somewhere else. Because I got a strong 9-inch and the weak 10 swinging around. I would hate for her to get slapped in the face by accident during the process of this video. Because we are commando right now. That's the warning, that's the disclaimer. Let's get to the video.
So this guy, Did he say he had a
BMW
nine? What did he say, Kirk? He had 9-inch swinging around the truck.
Right, right.
So these are the breakdowns. So this is gonna go first. Actually, now we're gonna go with this first, right?
Pause it, Mark, so we can see. He got 3,500. He got $1.60. He got 53 and 15 to 30, 25. All right.
I'm gonna try to see if I can do like a little bulletin or whatever the hell on the actual video where I don't know, insert a blank piece of paper or something. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm just gonna insert this in between clips, and y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right. So we got number 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 reasons. All right. Let's go. So the best.
You look African,
my
Mark.
best.
Hey man, this dude hairline.
It's no advice, man. Cancel. Against my own.
Where's his hairline at, bro?
I'm gonna go ahead and give you all this game.
Man, what buddy ass got going on, man?
Every now and then you gotta do something for the haters.
Buddy ass tweet.
Every now and then you got to do something for the haters.
I think
the
you're African.
They be reckless. They be wanting to know a whole lot of information. Okay.
Yeah, he African.
He African? He sound Asian.
So on this list.
Nah, he African, bro.
Why do you think the man is African? You got an issue with African,
he
man.
Definitely an immigrant.
Like I said,
because if I look at in my hairline, you know, I'm getting older, but it ain't that shit right there. That shit different. That's some different shit.
He sound like Asian. He sound like Asian. He ain't no damn African.
Hold on, let me pull you up so I can see your hairline. Turn to the side, Kirk. Let me see something. Oh yeah, you got the same shit he got going on. You got the same shit he got going on. You just got more hair, so it's more defined. You know, you can see it better. Look at that shit.
Oh man.
Look at that shit right there. That shit just go whoop, all the way back here. Whoop. His hairline should start right about there. I ain't got an issue with nobody. My issue is that his hairline should start right there. Right there. Boom, right here.
Right.
He need to go get them spray-on fibers, man. Them spray-on fibers. They need to tape some right here. He need to go get that Kinky Bulk Vivica Fox. And they need to glue that shit right here. And then you need to go to one of them barbers. They're going to fade that shit in. And he going to be good. He going to be good.
To just confirm, make sure that the title was correct. I'm going to let y'all know that's true. I gave up the authority. These are the 4 reasons why. Oh, yeah, we take notes on everything. We take notes on it. These are the 4 reasons why I gave up my authority, all right? So, number 1, I'm going to see if I remember. Like I said, I would try to put a little boom. So, matter of fact, because of that, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop this video so I remember to do the insert. Otherwise, I don't edit my videos like that. I just keep going, okay? So, let's talk about number 1. So, let's talk about number... Oh, by the way, what you hear right there? Yeah, that's that APU.
Woo!
Hey, boy, it is hotter than the corner store.
That man ate some cheese popcorn.
HOE right now.
I hope he did. Man.
And you know, they be hot. They be hot walking down them corner. Oh, my God. Yeah. It's hotter than the corner store HOE. And I mean, and I'm talking like dead end corner store HOE. I'm talking about West Timer in Houston. HOE. I'm talking about it's not Bay Brook, but
wait a minute. Stop right
there. Is he talking about where the prostitutes at in Houston? Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. What? Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, let me play that again.
Corner store HOE. I'm talking about HOE right now, boy. Hey, boy, it is hotter than the corner store HOE right now, boy.
Hold on a minute. Stop right there.
He said it's hotter than the corner store HOE, a 304.
Yeah.
HOE.
Right. But this morning I call you, Mark. I call you because I gotta pick. I got a boat to pick with Texas, man. Eight
What?
o'clock this morning, I called Mark, video call Mark, right out of the delivery stop, and the whole street was lined with prostitutes in Dallas this morning. Remember when I called you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah. I
thing
don't
in
know.
Texas, man? Where Texas is just one of those states just flooded, and that wasn't a truck stop. That was like a.
I don't know. It's a
It's
lot.
crazy down here, man.
It's a lot of pimping going on down in Texas now. You got Sauce Walker and you got Sauce Walker down there. You got what's my man name? My light skinned buddy with all the cars down there. I forget his name. Out of Houston, man. It's a lot of pimping
Hmm.
going on down in Texas, man. It's a
That's
lot of
crazy,
pimping going
man.
on down
Girl,
in Texas.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so but he definitely
Yeah,
know where
both
they
of
at.
that damn corner. Oh my God, yeah. It's hotter than the corner store HOE, and I mean, and I'm talking like dead end corner store HOE. I'm talking about West Timer in Houston HOE. I'm talking about it's not Bay Brook, but there's a notorious spot in Houston where you can catch their ass out.
He know where it's at. He just acting like he don't know where it's at. That's probably why he failed. That's probably why he failed, because he bought too much.
Oh
Too much.
man.
He more worried about the butt. He probably make his money and then he go spend it on sweet butt, like a lot of truckers do. Like a lot of truckers do.
Right.
Right there by
Hey, wait,
Pasadena. Hey, if
hey,
you
wait
know
a minute,
where
man.
Brook something right there, man.
Man, he's really spending a lot of time trying to. He acting like he don't know, or maybe he don't know because he one of them truckers that go to different states, and
Uh-huh.
he know the spots in different states, and he just can't remember where it's at here. But yeah,
Right.
It's not Brookside. You know what? It doesn't matter. Oh wait, it's not Hollowbrook. You know what? Let's get to the point. It's hot. So what y'all hear?
Hey, Mark.
It's not APU. This is why my authority failed. This is why I gave up my authority. This is why I'm a sorry trucker. This is why I failed in trucking. This is why, he couldn't do it. This is why I knew you were going to fail. This is karma. Whatever you want to categorize this video as. Okay? This is the reason why. Got 4 bullet point out here.
Hey, Mark.
me,
Mark can't
it's in
stand
the
him
title.
African for
Why?
shit, boy.
I
You
gave
can't,
up.
you can't stand him African for shit.
trucker. He got the African, dialect, but you could tell he been an American, so he
You
kind
from
of
God? You from
in and
Ghana?
out. I don't know where his ass from, but I know he look crazy as hell.
My authority. Okay? Now let's get to the backstory. I'm kind of doing this in selfie mood. Don't ask why. That's just what I'm doing in the army. It's 7 o'clock right now, okay? So number one, $3,500. Let's start with that. I'm gonna see if I can put it on the screen for y'all. You see that? Number one, $3,500. What is that? $3,500 was the amount of fuel was the amount of money I was spending on fuel. Now, if you have been keeping up with the last 3 videos, you all know. Right now, we're pretty much paying for no fuel. Man, the haters got something to say. Just get it out the way. Get it out the way.
He high in that truck. They need to drop him.
When I was
They need to
running
do
on the
a
sideline
drop.
transport,
Yeah, he
running under my authority, the average price I was paying for fuel was $3,500 a week.
okay.
Even right now, the national averages was like $440. Fuel is going up. The only place I tried to target all the time when I got fuel was QT, because QTs are like $3.87 right now. So $4 is a very strong possibility right now everywhere you go. So $3,500 was what I was spending on fuel. If you want to be more, I guess, gracious about it, my average fueling was $2,500 a week. Okay? you know what? I should have actually done the number 5. Because, you know, I got it all on paper. Everything you got to have on paper. So, $3,500 was the average. Was the same spot. $2,500 to $3,500 was what I was spending on fuel every week. Okay? Under my 30. We're not talking about tolls. Man, that should be number 6. I didn't want to do too much. But just give the haters something. Because the haters been asking, speculating, all that gonna come in due time. But right now, yeah, that's what I should have done. I kind of want this video to break down into what it actually takes to run your 30.
Hey, Mark, he's talking about you, man.
Mine up,
Hey, talking about me. I never seen this dude before. You sent me this guy early this morning. I never seen this guy before.
You don't like Africans, man. You a hater.
Man, I don't dislike nobody. But
whatever you want to categorize it.
Hold on, let's see
This
what
is
he's
why.
talking about.
Fuel, 35. Damn. I didn't even put repair in that too. Oh my God. Yeah, this list would have been way longer than 4. But right now we got 4. So number 1, $3,500 on fuel. I was averaging $2,500 to $3,500 for fuel to run under mile 30. That's reason number 1. That had to go. Okay.
Oh man, this guy's tweaking, man. Come on, man. Come
Reason
on
number
with
1,
this
I
shit.
already told you $3,500 on fuel. That had to go. Let's get to reason number 2. Right there. $1.60.
Get online in no
Operating
time.
amount,
Give your
$1.60
business a
amount.
boost for $149. Web.com will design, build, and deliver a killer website in as
Man,
little
this
as
guy's
7 days.
monetized?
Our team of
What the
pros
fuck?
will do the work so you can focus on your customers. Web.com. One stop, all done.
Introducing
What
AstaPro
the hell?
Hours.
Man,
It starts
man,
working in
that
30
man's
minutes
watched the
while
whole
phone takes
thing.
hours. So you can AstaPro and go.
Hey, he got his shit set up that you can't even skip it. He's making us watch the whole thing.
I want you to see me in the eye here.
He need the money.
Look at his
I
eye,
don't
Mark.
care how
Look
much
at
of a
his eye.
super trucker
His
you
eyes
are.
yellow like his teeth.
You would have ended up in the same position as me. Okay?
Whoa.
Now, different factors would have
Hold on a
played role.
second.
I understand.
Oh,
Oh,
he
man.
said ain't no hope for y'all. Hold on.
You would have ended up in the same position as me. Okay?
He said
Now,
what?
I want you to see me in the eye here. I don't care how much of a super trucker you are.
Super trucker. He talking about you, Kirk.
You would have ended up in the same position as me. Okay? Now, different
talking about
factors
you.
would have played role.
You a
I
super
understand.
trucker.
I know y'all got something. There's a super trucker that could have survived. Number 2. Let's go to number 2.
You the super trucker. He talking about you.
160.
Oh shit.
$1.60 was the average rate for freight I was able to get out of this sport
You a
market.
super
Oh,
trucker.
man.
When you're a one-horse pony,
You a super trucker.
you got your own authority.
Hey, somebody say he's from Chicago.
One truck and one trailer.
He might be.
I
I
was better
ain't
off
never,
than some.
I ain't never seen him.
Hey, Mark.
Shit.
Hey,
He
Mark.
might.
Hey,
No,
Mark.
no. He's not from Chicago. He migrated to Chicago. No. Stop it. No, he's not. He's not from Chicago. It's clear he's not from this country. He might live here. I don't know. I don't watch his channel.
Hey, that's one of your people, man. That's
But
one of your people, man.
that doesn't make him no. He's one of your people. He's one of your people, Kirk. He's an immigrant. Okay. And while we're on the topic,
No, play the video, man. Play the video.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
One
Play the
truck,
video.
one trailer is not going to get you direct comp, but that's a whole different story.
Play the video, super trucker.
Trust me, all I can say about that is when your favorite YouTuber say he got a dedicated, a direct contract on the lane and he only got one truck, one trailer, that's a damn lie. That is a whole other video. Trust me.
You got one truck, one
That's what they
trailer.
doing now.
He talking about you.
2022.
He talking about you.
We just
You got
tapped
one
out.
truck and one
I
trailer,
gave up my
man.
own authority.
He talking about you.
Reason number 1,
You super trucker.
$3,500.
You a super trucker.
Is $1.60.
Super trucker.
That was the average rate for freight
Oh, man.
off the
Hell
spot
no.
market. And that was kind of
man.
medium. Because they were
Super
88
trucker.
cent freight. I think there still is. Because I've only been out, like a month now? 6 weeks? When I call it quit? So there's still 88-cent freight out there, okay? But see Mr. Hamilton how to go. I could not survive off of spending $2,500, $3,500 on fuel and hauling freight for $1.60. I found myself being peppermill Hamilton under my own authority the whole damn time. Toward the end, and those I'm under one right now. I'm under a pepper load right now. You're looking at 43,000 pounds. Mind just how it become your friends. And no, wait, once you start.
Okay, stop. Hold on, stop right there, Mark. Stop right there. Stop right there. Remember that 40, what he said, 44,000 pounds? Remember that, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. But go ahead.
All right.
Effect, and it's been in full effect for the last 5 weeks. Okay? So reason number 2, low freight. Freight is bad. I ain't trying to hear. Once again, the super trucker, they could have done it. They could have survived. Whatever. I understand. I didn't.
He talking about Vic right there. You said that's what he talking about, Vic.
So this is a video about me. This is my platform. This is why I give them about 30. $1.60. First, I started with DAT only. Suck.
Oh man.
Then I got truck stop. Suck. And then toward the end, when I knew it was getting bad, I started running exclusively for C.H. Robinson. I got all my loads from C.H. Robinson because I was with them from the trenches from the get-go. Okay?
All right. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Oh man, this shit is hilarious.
Stop right there. So you see the relationship that he got, right? DAT, C.H. Robinson, right? Those are the people that he's running this trucking company on, right?
Yeah.
And I talk about that stuff, right? We talk about connection, building relationship. So it's clear that you don't have none of that. But anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead, super trucker.
60 every now and then I would get like a 230, 240 load.
Man.
And I mean, even right now, because I got people who still thugging it out, just so they can keep their own authority going. I had to learn a lesson, man. I got a whole family to take care of, and I'm a one income household man. I had to tap out. I gave up the authority.
What I told people when I did that live stream a month or two ago about your personal expenses. You know, you had to tap out. Is cost of living too high?
For reason number 2, $1.60, and that was the medium. Because like I said, it's 88-cent load.
See, he Nigerian, so he probably got a lot of kids too, Kirk.
Right.
He probably got a lot of kids.
Right now, DAT truck stop, that's what they will hit me up with. You wanted $2, $2.30, a $3 load. When I cashed out, brokers were acting like they were guiding you, and you know, you had to take somebody to the back of the room or get on your knees to get $3. We out. That's reason number 2 why I gave up.
That's what y'all on out there? Get on your knees to
I don't know.
What are you
tweaking?
What are you tweaking on, man? What is he tweaking
I don't
on,
know.
man?
My own authority. Okay. Reason number 3. Well, we got number 3. What does that say?
What if your entire day glided like Dove Men? It's made with a plant-based moisturizer and glides on without irritation.
He won't let you hit the skip button on his ass.
Your entire day with confidence.
He said y'all gonna pay to get this
Dove Men
content.
Glide.
I let people hit the skip button on mine. Maybe I should do this.
Number 3, Mark.
$5,300 a month. Now this is the part where the super truckers about to give me the hell out of their opinion. How that could, oh my goodness. I can already see.
The super
I can already see the super truckers, boy. They can do so much better. But what you got to understand, when you're in your 20s, you've been trucking since 2017.
Wait, hold on.
Credit.
So he stopped. So wait. So he started.
This fool in his 20s? No way. No way this fool is in his 20s, bro. No way.
Go back.
better. Well, what you got to understand when you're in your 20s, you've been trucking since 2017.
Right.
Credit wasn't that great when I got my stuff. Just like
He's in
every
his
typical
20s.
American Negro.
Wait, hold on. Stop.
He is in his 20s. He said
Stop.
this is when he's in his 20s.
No, I ain't
Yeah.
no, he just said something that I have to cut him up for now. I gotta cut him. I gotta cut this fool.
Uh-huh.
To see now. Hold on.
Ooh, I can already see the super truckers, boy.
Hold
they
on.
can do so much better. Well, what you got to understand when you're in your 20s, you've been trucking since 2017. Credit wasn't that great when I got my stuff. Just like every typical American Negro. We don't pay that much attention to credit, but we're wiser now. We're wiser.
Hey, Mark.
He's not in America. No. He ain't talking to me. No. What he's doing is he said hold on, stop. He said like every typical American Negro. So now he want to align himself with Black Americans, right? Because he messed up. But I guarantee you, when the situation suits him, the situation suits him to pull away from us, he gonna do that. But now, like every typical black Negro, it's funny how y'all immigrants like to do that. You want to be with us when you mess up, but when you doing good, you want to talk about you Black Americans, you have the cots, you gotta get your have the cots. But now, since he's in a bad situation, you know how it is, man. You know, Black American Negro. You know, we don't know about no credit. You not a Black American Negro, fool.
Hey, Mark.
You not a black. He probably eat with his hands. Fufu. He probably eat. What's that fufu?
Hey, Mark. You know you gotta do cross benefit, man. That's what you call cross benefit.
Ain't no cross benefits. Either you with us or you not. Either you with us or you not. Now your credit. No.
We gotta do that cross benefit. That's what you call cross benefit.
It's not.
Y'all do it too. Y'all do it too.
No, we don't. How can I be an immigrant, man? How can I be an immigrant? How do we do it? How can American be an immigrant? You ain't make no sense. He's clearly said. Now he in a messed up situation. Now he want to align himself with somebody. No, fool. You an immigrant, fool. Watch this.
So you have a problem. Wait. So Mark, you have a problem with immigrant cross benefiting? That's what we call cross benefiting, man.
Nah, you can't do that. Either you on one side or you on the other. Either you with us or you not.
What do you mean we can't do it? That's what the guy just told you.
Because he said, man, you know, I'm in my 20s. I started in 27. I'm in my 20s. You know, like any other typical Black American, you know, we messed the credit up. He ain't no typical Black American. He ain't Black or an American. He's African. I can't give you what I can't substantiate what country he's from in Africa. I get a little bit of Nigerian. It's a little Nigerian rubbing off, if you ask me. You see what I'm saying? But you're not going to be a part of us now, since you done went out. You spent all your money on lot lizards. You know every whole stroll. Hold on. You know every whole stroll and every single city and every single state you go to. You want to name all the whole strolls. But, you know, you can't get your credit together. Then when your credit ain't right, now you want to say, man, you know how us Black Americans is. Fool, you not a Black American.
Mark, he's trying to find out where all the oils in Houston is at. It's the same thing as you said, the plug.
Kirk, this is where I got a problem right here.
Understand when you're in your 20s.
Let's listen.
You've been trucking since 2017. Credit wasn't that great when I got my stuff. Just like every typical American Negro. We don't pay that much attention to credit, but we're wiser now. We're wiser now.
He's not an American Negro.
About that, I got news about that coming on down the line. We're getting wiser now. Now we're putting things into play. But number 3, $5,300. Make a guess. Make a guess what all. Make a guess. $5,300 was the renewal insurance policy, $2 million from Progressive. I had to pay $5,300 a month.
Why are y'all immigrants pay so much in insurance? Is it because you immigrant? Because the other immigrants you had on your channel, Jamaican, he was paying $8,000 a month.
Oh,
So what
man,
I don't understand
they're
is
targeting us, Mark.
here's what I understand.
They target us. This is why we have to cross benefit and say we use the Americans, man. We gotta use Black America to our advantage.
So when I listen to y'all like y'all make fun of Black Americans and you're Black American, you have kid out of wedlock,
Right.
you know,
Right.
Pookie and Ray Ray, you know, you go out with your halicots, you'll get your halicots, you know. But what I'm starting to realize is y'all come over here and then you preach about coming over to America for better opportunity. You come over here because
Right.
we have the opportunities, but we don't take advantage. So y'all come over here and y'all take advantage of the opportunity. But what I'm starting to see is y'all come over here and y'all fail. So you fail there and you fail here too. You left your country to come over here for better opportunity. And when you come over here, you fail. Can you substantiate? Can you explain this to me?
But Mark, y'all fail at a higher rate than us anyway, so it doesn't matter if a few of us fail. Y'all fail. Y'all even born fail.
Kirk, look at this fool. Look at this fool. Just look at him. Look at him. He failed when he woke up this morning. This hairline is... The man got lint. Man. You coming on stream, you won't even pick your hair out. You got lint over here. Your eyes yellow, your teeth yellow, your hairline is far as as back yonder somewhere. His hairline is yonder. We just gonna call him Yonder for his hairline. You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Oh man, Mark, y'all born fail, man. Y'all fail at a higher rate than us anyway. So what's the difference? We ain't worried about us failing. You see what I'm saying? We're worried about us failing.
Let me just finish
this. $5,300 a month. Yeah. Don't scratch your head, my boy. That's what I had to pay. $5,300 a month. So reason number 3 why I let my authority go. Right, so we gotta put into fact. Here's the thing. For months, I literally had to spend $8,300 just to move a truck down the road, 100 feet, 100 yards. I had to damn near spend $8,300. Let's just run it up to $9,000. I had to spend a minimum of $9,000 a month just so I can move a truck. Why? Just so I can be like, I got my own authority. It was Gucci, it was gravy in the beginning. Right. But you got to understand, in this business, you can't have no pride. You got to know what. Anyway, before we get to all that, my policy, Progressive, $2 million policy, a truck and a trailer. Not a hazmat.
What's your policy, Kirk? You got Progressive, right?
I got $20,000 a year. Paying $1,900.
Okay. You pay $1,900 a month. You got $1 million insurance on your truck. What you got on your trailer? Another $1 million? What?
$1 million.
So he got $1 million.
And I got and I got $1 million truck. I got $1 million million truck, $1 million trailer, and I think it's 100 or I think it's 100 or 200 cargo.
All right. So he paying $5,300 a month for insurance for $1 million.
Regular basic commodity. I mean, I have hazmat endorsement and all that. I guess I would have hauled in hazmat if it presented itself. But even right now, unless you're doing liquid tank, liquid boat, even you having a hazmat endorsement, a dry van is not even going to be worth it because it's going to be like 30 cents more. When the load is paying $1.80, 30 cents more is what? $2.10? Do you really want to go through that? Yes, I had to give that up. But to be fair, when I started, I was only paying $4,000 a month.
Damn,
progressive. And then when it came to renewal was when we went to 5,300. They came up with some excuse about me being in Texas and blah blah blah. Anyways,
right. I knew he was from Texas. Wait, hold on. Somebody say he was from Chicago. I told you this fool wasn't from Chicago. And even if he lived here, he wasn't from here. He from Texas. He got a Nigerian accent mixed with a Texas accent.
Reason number 3. I was paying $5,300 a month. That's more money than most of your owner operators even netting right now. Okay?
He said that just to make himself feel better.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there.
Now,
he said that to make himself feel better. He just shitted on somebody.
So he said that over the operator not even netting that right now.
Right.
Right.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
let's get a reason number 4. What does that say? 15 to 2,500.
Stunning.
Damn,
sleek,
bro. This
powerful.
tweaking with that.
It's got skills and it's a showstopper. Talking about the new iPhone 15
And he
Pro.
will not
in
let
case
you
thought
skip
I was
his
talking
ass.
about
He
myself.
won't let you skip.
Get the new titanium iPhone 15
See
Pro
that
on
money?
Spectrum Mobile.
Yeah.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see and feel.
$1,500 to $2,500 a month, which was the last 3 months before I gave it up. $1,500 to $2,500 a month was what I was netting after I did all that BS. After I gave up $3,500 for fuel a week. After I gave up $5,300 a month. After I'm out here fighting brokers to give me more than $1.60 a mile.
Mark,
I was netting between $1,500 to $2,500.
Mark,
Yeah.
what did he just say a while ago, Mark?
What?
After I give up that treat. Oh man, he sounds just like you, Mark. He sounds just like you, man.
What you mean? He don't sound like me. He don't talk like me. I knew
I
he was
told
from.
you this guy's from Chicago, man.
No, he's not even
you
from
try to
Texas.
You try to push this guy from Chicago, man. This guy's from Chicago, bro. I'm gonna look and see where.
You know how I knew he was from Texas? When every time he say super
You know why?
trucker.
You don't want to get a failed trucker in your state. That's the whole thing.
I knew he was from Texas when he say super trucker. The way he say trucker, oh, you super trucker. Like all them Texas people, when they pronounce that A at the end, it's like they finna lose breath. So like if you listen to like Bun B or something like that, they all like they finna lose their breath. So I already knew, like you super trucker, like that. So I knew he was from Texas. He just from Africa too. You dig what I'm saying? He probably, his parents probably migrated over here when he was young, and he probably went to school, and he got that Southern Texas drawl mixed with the Nigerian.
A week.
He was going to school.
Super trucker.
And I have my own authority.
See?
See, that's the kind of money.
See, listen how he said you understand. He didn't say it African. He said it Texas like. You understand?
Right.
Authority. They understand. See, that's the kind of money people in the blue star are making right now. $1,500, $2,500 $2,500. My bad, y'all. $1,500 to $2,500 a week is what people in the blue star are making right now after fuel, and you know they get great fuel discount. I understand. Then after the Dawn, after the Dawn got his cut. Oh yeah. In the words of my brother Andrew, after pimping, got his cut.
I told you.
To $2,500. Me, I guess you can say I was the
Texas,
pimping,
bro.
but there was no pimping happening. I was getting pimped in the streets. Okay. $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Now in this list, let's do a recap because I ain't trying to make a video too damn long. I just wanted to give the haters. Now chasing Mr. Hamilton no longer have his own authority, and you can take that to the bank.
You already said haters.
You can take, man. I know y'all be waiting. Oh my God, they
Texas, bro.
They're waiting on this one. There's gonna be an old school out here talking about how he saw this coming and these young truckers don't know how to. Yeah, hey man, it is what it is. It was my first try.
It's crazy he only in his 20s, man.
My first rodeo.
I think I look younger than this
fool. The way
fool.
things are going, I doubt it.
How the hell he in his 20s and his teeth yellow? He missing a tooth there. His hairline way back there. These young boys, man, y'all looking rough out here.
The number one supplier to the United States, China, isn't effing with us no more. So we better learn to make something.
You heard what he said? Even he know that. Hold on. Even he know that. That's why. Even he know that. What do you? Hold on. Let me play that again.
It's in America, or this is where it's gonna be. Let's go ahead and recap. The number one supplier to the United States, China, isn't effing with us no more. So we better learn to make some things in America. Or this is where it's gonna be.
We gotta learn to make some things in America.
Recap. Number one, $3,500. That's what it was for fuel on the mile on 30. $1.60 was the average or the medium rate per mile. I don't care if it's 5,000 pounds or 89,000 pounds. They were paying your ass $1.60 less, a little bit more. If you're willing to show some skin, you're willing to get on your knees. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, 53.
Why he keep talking about getting on his knees? Can you
you gotta
explain?
beg brokers. That's what he means. You gotta.
Beg.
The brokers want you to beg, right?
I thought he was talking about something else again. I'm
month,
like, man, what's going on out there in that trucking over the road with y'all semi, man? What y'all out there doing, Kirk?
That's what I was paying. For insurance, $2 million a truck and a trailer. And number 4, my net I was getting every week was between $1,500 to $2,500 a week. That's the average, $1,500 to $2,500 a week. Now, I want y'all to do the math here. I just told you I was paying $5,300. So I had, just for the insurance, I was working 2 weeks for the insurance. 2 weeks for the insurance. 2 weeks for the insurance. Every month now, you know, right? And then the fuel, $3,500, that was the whole damn week. I was taking home, I was taking home 1 week worth of money the whole month. Some of y'all doing the same thing, but yeah, hey, not a lot of your favorite YouTuber ain't gonna come out and keep you as real as I am. There was no money being made by me. It wasn't worth it, so I gave it up. And then once Genesis, that little compressor situation, the tube on her that going from the compressor to the air dryer, once that gave up, I'm like, I ain't got time. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. Some of y'all already speculating, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop the speculating, damn it, okay? What I did was, I parked her ass, and I came and hopping a new baby. Yeah, a new baby. Oh yeah. You know what? We're gonna do a truck tour in a little bit, sometime down the line. But that's what happened. I gave up the authority. All the gas is over. You don't have to get. Hamilton lost his authority. Hamilton could not maintain his authority. Hamilton don't know about trucking. Hamilton is a loser, is a quitter. Whatever negative connotation you can put on that. As long as it leads to he gave up or lost his authority, that's fine. Loss will probably be a lie because I still got it. I still got MC and all that. I'm just gonna put it on the shelf. Once things better, it got better. What did we do? Oh yeah, we parked the Genesis. And then we came to another company. Oh yeah, we came to a company. We got in a 2024. Oh my God.
Only the new Sleep Number smart beds let you both sleep at your ideal level of comfort. Shop now at Sleep.
Yeah.
Mark
I don't know.
people, man.
What you guys say about that, man? That's your people. I mean,
Mark
shit.
people, man.
All right. So I mean,
he failed, and you let him fail, and he's from Chicago, man. You let him fail, Mark.
He's not from
He's
Chicago.
from your city, and you let him fail.
He said
Man, the last
Texas,
comment said he's from Chicago.
Kirk, the comments don't mean nothing. You gotta go away. He said, if you gonna crack jokes, your jokes gotta make sense. You gotta crack jokes on facts. The fact is, he's an immigrant. The fact is, he failed. The fact is, he tried to come on home on this side when he failed, But we ain't gonna show them no love. We gonna hold them accountable just like we hold everybody accountable. Don't come on this side when things ain't going for you, but then when things is going good for you, you want to talk about Black Americans and the Hellcats and the kids out of wedlock and the Pookie and Ray Ray. But then when you fail, you want to say, how us Black Americans is. No, I don't. I don't.
But y'all fail at a higher rate anyway, higher than immigrants. So why are you complaining about it?
That's because there's more of us than you. It's more of us over here. It's more of us, so the percentage is going to be higher in anything we do. Just the success rate is going to be higher. The failure rate is going to be higher because it's more of us.
Oh man.
So I don't know.
I think listen to him. It goes back to the same one pick, one drop. It's clear that's what he's doing. He's doing one pick, one drop, running at $1.60 a mile, an average, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his overhead cost is way more than what he's bringing in. This is why you heard this on the live that I did with a broker, where the broker was saying that he paying $2,100, $2,400 to go to Oklahoma. So if he's not lying when he said that he's paying $3,500 in diesel, because just for me to come down here, you know what I mean? I'm already at half of that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But the thing with me, I'm not paying $1,700 and coming down with a $2,100 or $2,500 load. That's what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? And you try to dispute that he's in his 20s, but listen to him with the insurance. It's possible that he's in his 20s. He's probably a new carrier. He's new to trucking. He said he started in 2017. So those things are gonna let you go up in insurance. What he really should have done is run onto someone MC number. That's what he really should have done. You get what I'm saying? And let them had the stuff to his, do the insurance work for him. But as far as him coming out here, he wouldn't last long because his cost was too high. You get what I'm saying?
Well, he tried it, but those costs. Even when he said he first started, his insurance was $4,000. Then it went up to $5,300. So I don't know. It's something he probably not saying. His driving record he may have some points on his record. I don't.
Probably,
I don't
possible.
I don't know.
And also, you gotta look at his MC number. You got to look at his record. Now, he did mention something that the insurance company said that, oh, you remember what happened in Texas, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I never get into detail. So there's something happened in Texas, whether it's an accident, whether it's a freight was delivered or that was damaged. You understand what I'm saying? So all of those stuff is going to drive your insurance up. And that's just the result of it. Now, if he started out with $44,000, and he's now at $5,300. That is high.
I want to read some of these comments. Some of these comments.
Yeah, read some of the comments. Right.
This is a pure result of jumping into trucking without knowing how to handle it. More bankruptcies on the way for you, brother. Capacity is fixing itself this way. No hate or hard feelings, but just saying facts here. So this person, Jazz, is talking about the capacity. It's fixing itself. Basically, what we talk about, how there's an overabundance of capacity, and that capacity is diminishing now to kind of fix the rates. You've been hauling 100% off the suck board. Run a comb through that head before you visit a prospective shipper. You might land some customer freight. Wow.
Right.
Ooh, man, these comments is rough, boy. $3,500 on fuel is insane. I don't know how you do that. I can do 3,000 miles with my 12.7 Classic. That will barely do 5.7 mpg fully loaded and won't even spend 2,500. Let me see. I wouldn't be on YouTube if I was dealing with these numbers. Wow. Let me see. The more you talk, the easier it is to figure it out why you went bankrupt. Your brain is very disorganized. There's a song that says you talk too much, and another one that says get to the point faster before people die of boredom. Yeah, it was some rough ones I seen when I was going through here earlier. You're in the wrong game, homeboy. If those things you wrote down were observed from another angle, you'd understand. You're only seeing what you get out of it. You can't squeeze $1 out of it out of 10 cents. In business, there will always be ups and downs. Go where the game is bigger right now, and it might not be what you want, but you're still in the game as long as you don't quit. You're worth it. Yeah, I think he's young. I think he's young, probably impressionable, and it's clear that he's not. Listen to him. He kind of remind me of when we was talking to, or when I was talking to Serious Lanes. I don't think he's serious about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it's YouTube and you can be, you can put some form of entertainment in, but you could tell, he's just not there. You know what I'm saying? He's just not there. So probably a company driver is probably better off for him. It's just a lot of things that I feel is not becoming of a business person, and I could just tell he's probably not just a good businessman. So, but I don't know, man. I see a lot of foreigners failing as well. So it's not just Black Americans, Kirk. So you can kill that. You can kill that narrative. You can kill that narrative, man.
Yeah, a lot of foreigners come here and they fail, but a lot of these guys, like everybody else, man, they're not studying, they're not doing the research. You get what I'm saying? They're not doing what they're supposed to do, and I think that's key.
They saying give him partial training.
He ain't gonna partial ain't gonna save him. Know what I mean?
Give him partial training.
His cost is too high. His cost is too high. $5,300 for insurance. $5,300 for insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's just his insurance. See what I'm saying? So I'm paying I'm paying $1,900. I paid $3,700 for my truck and $19 for my insurance.
Last guy,
his insurance. So his insurance is my truck payment and my insurance. A little bit more, but you get what I'm saying.
The last guy was paying $8,000.
Right, the last guy was paying $8,000.
So he wasn't as bad as the last guy, but oh my God, what am I seeing in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Wow. What is this? Hold on. Look what they got. Axel over here tripping. They got our stream right next to Axel. He over here
Axel
tripping.
is live?
Nah, he doing a premiere of a video.
Oh.
Yeah. But
man. It's crazy, but yeah, that's and it's funny because you have a lot more truckers who's gonna come and make videos like that. They're gonna come weekly.
It's unfortunate, but man, everybody I see that's making those videos, you could just tell they entered and they were just green when they entered, and they just, it's easy to make excuses, but business, especially trucking, is boom and bust. And the crazy thing is, I understand that a lot of people on YouTube don't talk like that because they don't have the information, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the experience. But, me and Kirk, by us having the experience, we can present, trucking to you the correct way. And the thing about trucking is boom and bust. You're going to have boom cycles, you're going to have bust cycles. Just like the economy. The economy is going to be booming 1 minute, it's going to go bust the other minute. When it goes bust, people who are considered smart money and they have cash on hand, they buy up assets at a discount. When the economy goes, they sell off those assets at a profit and they accumulate. And when the economy goes bust, they go shopping again. And that's how smart people make money. When you're in trucking, you got to understand when the money is flowing and you're in a booming economy, you can't go out and do goofball shit with your money. You have to stash money for a rainy day because eventually it's going to go bust. If the economy goes bust and people stop spending money because people are broke, volume is going to go down. Volume is going to go down, right? When the economy is booming, people are buying things, right? People have money. People invest in business. So capacity is going to go up. As freight goes up, capacity is going to go up. You're going to have more people entering into the space. And when the economy goes bust, that capacity that came in when the economy is boom, they're going to be there. Volume is down. You have an overabundance of capacity with low volume. Supply and demand kicks in. Boom. Capacity is going to have to go down. You're going to have people that came in who didn't structure their business correctly or whatever. They're just not good business people. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. You're going to see that capacity fall off. And it's just a repeated cycle, a repeated cycle, a repeated cycle. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but the strong will survive. The weak will perish. That's why you always, and I always say, you have to, whatever you do in business, educate yourself, do a business plan, know what you're getting into before you get in it. Don't invest into something that you fully do not understand. Don't invest into something that you do not understand. Don't invest into something that you do not understand.
Right.
And just it. People think it's as easy as buying a truck, getting on a load board, stopping for fuel, signing some paperwork, paying your fixed cost, paying your variable cost, and how hard it could be. As long as I'm making money and I can cover, it's not. No, it's more complex to that. A lot of people, and I think a lot of people are learning now that the economy plays a big toll on trucking. A lot of people are starting to realize that, and even though you got some people out there that say that don't matter, you don't need to pay attention, you just deal with what's in front of you. I think that's a poor way of looking at business, and those are the people who are going to ultimately fail. And we are seeing that up close and impersonal for the past year now. So it is what it is. All right, you got anything you want to say?
No, it's true, man. It's true. And the reality is, immigrant or no immigrant, man, running a business and the way you start a business is going to determine if you stay out here or leave. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is what it is.
All right, so I think that's it on my end, man. I don't really got nothing else to talk about. Unless you got something you want to say. Everybody is leaving. Axel done came in and disrupted my chat. So about 20 people done left to go over there and look at this premiere. Some people saying, Mark, preview it. I'm going to let Axel live on his own channel. I think I did what I needed to do last week. I don't know how Axel gets down. I got to watch this before I even... With Axel, you got to watch. Like, I don't want to play it because I don't know what he's saying. Like me, I didn't... When I did what I did... And let me say this before I get out of here. I don't have any problems with Big Vic. I actually think he's a cool person. I met him in person. I just did what I did because he was sending shots at me. So I just sent some shots back. And I targeted all information. I didn't get personal. I didn't say anything about his family, him personally, and I wouldn't do nothing like that. I kept it straight about the information. That's it. I kept it very professional. I put a little humor in it with the ski mask, but I kept it all professional as far as the information. So I'm not going to share nothing if I haven't looked at it first because I don't know what's pertaining in that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll sit down and have a conversation with Vic. I don't have an issue with him personally, but the information, I let things, bubble for over a year. I took that last year I did last year. I took you back to around this time last year, him throwing shots. I've been very patient. I just felt like now was the time. So, and I just targeted the information. I could have went the live stream he did the other day, but I did what I needed to do. I think I did a good job at it, and I'm gonna chill for a minute. I may throw a little buckshots here and there. You know what I'm saying? Might throw a little buckshot here and there. You dig what I'm saying? You know, but for the most part, man, you know, it is what it is, man. So
That's
it
good,
is what
man.
it is. You know, so I'm gonna go watch this video now, man. I'm gonna go watch this video because I'm looking at the preview on another screen. This man got the man. See, I'm not finna do all this. I ain't finna do all this. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
I ain't finna do this shit. This man got the
You got the
man
MC number and everything.
MC number on the thumbnail. So yeah. All right, man. So we're gonna retire, man. We appreciate y'all. I think Kirk gonna do his testimonial in a couple days, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Yeah. So man, I think that's it, y'all. We're gonna go watch this video, man. Peace out.
Peace out.
Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out.